We had a call from the customer saying they were getting a tingle off their copper pipes, especially the sink tap. So obviously we had to crack into it. The fuse board was down in this basement, which wasn't at all creepy if you've seen any horror films. First thing, just wanted to have a quick assessment of the board, and straight away we've got big old gaps in there, which is always suspicious. Nice live bar behind there. Next, I wanted to go step by step, so I started looking for the bonding, went to the gas meter, and the cable was there, but it hadn't been attached, and the same was for the water as well. So again, it was worth looking into a bit more. I wanted to do some long lead tests to see what voltages we were actually getting on the copper work, so I only had a reel of earth, so I strung that out and started doing some testing. Most I got on any of the copper work was about 15 volts at the maximum, but that's still enough. So the next thing, I went back down to the fuse board and took the cover off, and there was me thinking this would be a complicated one. Everyone loves a main earth just for show. It had been like this for a year, believe it or not, rewired and just left out. I can only assume after a ZE test, and they just never put it back. Once I put that back in, all the voltages disappeared, funnily enough. I did have a thorough investigation of everywhere though, just checking any loose connections in the boiler and all that sort of thing. Tightened up the connections in the consumer unit while I was there because I was already a bit suspicious. Next, move on to bonding the water and gas as well, because I wanted to get that done just while I was there. It seemed silly not to. So I got our crimps on there and got that tagged up to each pipe, and then that was done too. Next thing, I didn't want to leave without putting some blanks in the board, but annoyingly I've got a mass of breakers of all different sorts, and I was just looking for blanks for fuse box. I didn't have 6 fuse box, but I had a decent amount that all fitted the bar, and I opted for safety first rather than my OCD need to have them all the same. Not ideal, but I can always come back and change that. Safety first. Once I'd visually checked everywhere, I went around doing some ZS's just to make sure we had some decent readings at all accessories, and then I also found a polarity issue while I was in one of the rooms. Apparently the plasterers had been in and taken all the sockets off, and they couldn't remember which way they went, so 4 out of the 5 were wrong. Having added that to my list and fixed that too, I think we were finally there with this one. All voltage is gone, all visually checked, and now I'm happy that everything's all good. Another one done. Give us a follow for more.